welcome to the first week of our library customer questions, the Good Vibrations Weekly Pulse. Thank you everyone for sending in your questions. Conrad and I love answering questions, and we really want to empower you so you understand how to use the system to its full potential, which will enable you to reach your optimal health and wellness goals. First question we received is, should I keep a thin cover over my mat, like a sarong or sand cloud type of towel, to protect it, or is it best to lie directly on the mat? Should I just cover it when it is not in use? This is a personal preference, so you can cover it with a thin sarong or thin sheet if you like. The waves will go right through it. What I do in between sessions is I use a natural baby wipe and I wipe it down in between clients. Mild soap and water is fine, just don't get it wet. Just a damp cloth is good. But you're more than welcome to use a thin sheet as well. And if you are leaving the system for a couple of weeks because you're going away, then you can absolutely cover it up with a blanket to protect it from dust or anything else that might get on it while you're away. Next question was, can I wear jewelry or does it interfere with the healing? So jewelry is fine, any metal jewelry is completely fine, but what you want to remove is any smartwatches or cell phones. You don't want any cell phones in your pockets or anywhere near you. So a really good practice is to take off any devices that also might interrupt your healing session or distract you. So keep your phone and your smartwatches in the next room and away from where you are, and turn everything off so you're not hearing it go off. Also, the smartwatches and the cell phone is emitting dangerous EMFs that are not good for you, so you don't want anything interrupting your beautiful healing. Next one, we have been using the sleep option in the Fast Start programs for every night, and it has improved our sleep immensely. The Fast Start doesn't have sound or music through the headphones, is that right? So the Fast Start programs have the binaural beats programmed already in. The whole Fast Start program is already set in. The only thing you can change in the Fast Start program is the intensity of the goggles and the temperature of the far infrared. Other than that, the organ clock is preset, the intensities, the color for the goggles, the time, all of that you cannot change. But you can turn the tones on once you are in the brain entrainment. Make sure that the tones are on and you have wired headphones plugged in next to the goggles so you can receive the binaural beats in the Fast Start programs. This says, does it apply to all Fast Start programs? Yes, so if you have any music download onto your monitor, you will not be able to use the music in the Fast Start programs, just the factory binaural beats. Should we unplug the mat while not in use? I would say if you're using it every day, you can keep it plugged in. If you are in Costa Rica or somewhere that has an unstable electrical grid, or an older apartment building where perhaps the electricity is unstable, it is a really good practice to not keep it plugged into the wall and unplug it when not in use. But we highly recommend, and in Costa Rica it's a non-negotiable, that you are using a battery bank for your system. You are not plugging it into the wall where there is a fluctuation of power, especially where the power drops. It definitely negatively affects our systems, can even fry the power cords, and then we're left with a system that is not working properly. And we also don't want to allow any dirty wall electricity coming into us. We want just the clean sine wave from our systems. So you would want to purchase something like this, the EcoFlow battery bank. In Costa Rica, only run your system off of this while it's not plugged into the wall. These are amazing products. And if you are somewhere in the States that is older electricity in your home or apartment, I recommend using one of these for your system just to keep it working optimally and safely. What is the best way to learn the system? I am currently reading the Bryant Myers book you recommended. Are there any good YouTube videos or Facebook groups? I'm trying to figure out the best way to learn and how to use the system so I can eventually venture into a more hybrid mode, but I still don't know anything about the duration, the intensity, the level of FIR, etc. So when you purchase a system, you get a back office. That is your access. You will have a login customer number and email in your original registration email from Swiss Bionic. So I recommend logging into the back office. That's where you're going to find your manuals, the full eye guide with about 400 different protocols for multiple times a day, and multiple ailments and how to use your system, whether it's a higher intensity or lower intensity, chronic or acute nervous system. All of that is already guided for you in the back office, as well as all the information for the Fast Start programs. So I really recommend you getting acquainted with your back office and utilizing it. Reading the Bryant Myers book is amazing to learn about PEMF therapy in general. But if you want to learn about our systems specifically, then you're going to find all the information you need to know in the back office. For duration of each session is going to be up to you. A minimum of 8 minutes is required for each applicator to get a full cellular regeneration, detoxification. To reduce inflammation in the body and increase circulation, is recommended that you get on the mat or use one of the applicators for a minimum of 8 minutes and up to 24 minutes for each applicator. And then you can do that up to 4 times a day with about 2-3 hours window in between the sessions. By looking in your back office under the eye guide for each protocol, you're going to see a square box of each applicator, the recommended times as a minimum, and multiple times a day. So you can really follow that if you're not sure what to do. And I was also asked what to do if you have multiple issues happening in the body. So if you have the biofeedback, the finger monitor, by choosing the Hexagon Sense and just wearing this while you're using the full body mat, you are allowing a tailor-made session in real time. So your heart rate variability will be recorded, so you can watch your heart rate variability improve over time. Everything is stored in the system. Every time you use this device, your session will be recorded, and it allows your body to have that communication, that biofeedback. So you will experience different frequencies and intensities according to what your body is asking for. Your body knows what the root cause of the problem is. So just put that on and allow your body to communicate. If you don't have the finger Hexagon Sense, then I would start with, what is your chief complaint? What is the biggest issue? Is it chronic pain? Look up chronic pain and start treating that. Is it nervous system? Is it anxiety? Is it sleep? Start with those issues first and go from there. Would you be willing to share the music that you use? So I like to use a program called Equisync, Equisync.com. I can put the website in the chat. This will give you more options if you are getting a little bit tired of the factory binaural beats. Equisync gives you a variety of different sounds and frequencies to listen to. Just remember that when you download anything from Spotify or Apple Music, it needs to be converted into an MP3 file and put onto a USB to transfer onto your monitor if you want a selection of music or meditations to listen to. And the last question is, the accessories came with a tiny Ziploc bag that has stickers inside. Do I need to keep those? So yes, take a picture of those or keep those. Those are your serial numbers for all of your applicators. So if you do need servicing in the future, it's going to be a lot easier if you have those serial numbers. And then, sorry, one more came in later, and it was, what setting should I use for my pets? If you have far infrared, always put the far infrared on for your pets. They will love it. And we usually use 25 intensity for our pets. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for all your questions. Keep them coming. We're here to support you along your way.